Absolutely. So we're going to be starting on cash again, just like we did in the last best of three we just saw. Second map, and by the way, yeah, Epsilon chose this map, so obviously either they want to practice it or they feel confident on it or whatever the reasoning is. Epsilon chose cash, and then MyXMG they chose Mirage, so that's going to be the second map. And then the third map is going to be DE Inferno. So, did we even mention it? Well, it says at the top that you know it's a female team. So, I'm really excited to see how well they can perform. Because we said they're kind of unknown, but that's because they're a female team. We don't often see female teams in tournaments. So, yeah, it's an exciting prospect for everyone watching, I'm sure. And we're just about to go live. So, yeah, a big welcome. This is the Hitbox CSR. I hate that. I hate that. Do you know what? You can do the intro when you're sure. We'll go live.
Hey, dude, I've done it so many times now. It's good that I'm not the only person that gets caught up with the false starts. But yeah, just going back to what you said before about my XMG ladies team being somewhat of an unknown factor, that could play into Epsilon. Maybe these guys haven't played against their counterparts too often. Maybe they're not too sure what to expect, and my XMG could potentially use that to their advantage and try and throw a spanner in works, come out of left field. Now, Jono, I think we're good to jump into the pistol round, dude. There we go, match start, here we go.
Yes, so big welcome. This is the second best of three of the night, only the third best of three in this lovely tournament, the Hitbox CS Arena Championship. We're going to be jumping on board with DE Cash, the first map in this best of three, and a fast push. The female team coming straight into A. SF takes down Matt, who took point there. And they do find some frags. SF is still there. They didn't find him. He gets another, but Hellrose finally managing to take him out. Hellrose with a chance of finding another frag, being challenged here quite heavily. And she's going to be flanked, so it's going to be pretty tricky. She gets caught in the door, and it's not going to work out for them. It's already weird saying she instead of he. You'll know what I mean. But 1-0 to Epsilon. A pretty solid start from them.
Yeah, you got so used to saying he's going to come here, he's going to go there, so I'm going to have to try and make sure I keep on top of that. But Epsilon do pick up the first round. Interestingly enough, someone actually ran past SF, who was hiding in the corner while he was flashed. So for a few seconds there, I thought that the MyXMG were going to get around on the board. There's PM opening things up. Hayes, though, will return fire. Takes him down. There's GMX as well. And this is an eco bash, so any kills are welcome from the Norwegians. Although I should mention that Hellrose is Bulgarian, so I'm going to try not to call them Norwegians too much. 4 of them are from Norway, though.
So that flag at the top's wrong, because that's the Danish flag.
I think it's a Danish organisation.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, so they're a Norwegian team with Hellrose being Bulgarian. Alright, so we'll call them Norwegian. And the flag at the top is their organisation, so they're being a bit tricky. But Epsilon picking up the second round, dropping 2 members, which is, you know, it's a reasonably good round, actually, from the female team. And now PM's in a pretty precarious position, but with the crossfire from GMX, wow, look at that, easy. They take down 3 because they were trying to push PM, who was caught in the wall there, but GMX, unbeknownst to them, was sitting and waiting for them, and certainly didn't work out that fast play. And that's going to be the last frag going their way. A flawless round. By the way, that was a buy, so XMG choosing to go for an early buy, not getting a single kill. Not exactly what you want.
Yeah, that is definitely going to put a halter on my XMG. That, for some reason, John, I don't know if you're suffering from that as well. That's such a difficult name for me to say each time. My XMG, I'm going to have to get used to that. Regardless, though, as you say, was a buy-up round, backfired, didn't get any frags from it, so they're going to have to go back to the drawing board, get some eco on the go. P250 for Aurora. The rest of them, by and large, going to keep the Glocks, apart from the Deagle. It's on Heady, and she will get taken down. There we go, already made that mistake. FXYO gets himself a triple. There's Matt coming in. SF finishes off Hayes, and that will be the end of the round. 4-0 Epsilon. Should be another buy-up, though, from my XMG.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more from them. Early stages, yes, but a very convincing start here from the French team. So, now's their chance. They're going to be buying up. Let's see. No, they're not going to be going for an AWP, so 5 AKs. Excuse me. Interestingly enough, maybe they haven't got an AWP, or maybe they don't employ it on their terrorist cache, which is fair enough. Cache, not cache. PM's going to be AWPing though. He's going to be finding 1 and a second. Nearly a third, missing by a whisker, and it's going to be chased down. Hellrose drops as well. Lovely play from Pierre, making it look very easy indeed. Just picking them off one by one, picking them off like flies. Hayes going to answer back there, so that's one frag going away. And actually, something I didn't realise, they've got the bomb. They took the bomb towards A, so that was a bit of a fake coming out here. If they can get the frag onto FXO, which they do in main, that's going to bring it to a 2-on-2. This is more than doable here from the female team. Let's see if this is going to be the first round on them, for them, I should say, on the board.
That's definitely the hope. This is one of the best opportunities that they've got so far. Hayes will get the first one, gets the second as well. And MyXMG ladies do pick up their first round, but it's all about momentum. You look at the economy right now from Epsilon, they have more than enough to buy up again, and next round you'd have to feel. So they've got to keep this momentum going forward, Jono. They can't rest on the one round.
Yeah, the thing is, when you win a round as well, the bonus money that you get given charitably by the game for losing so many rounds in a row, it's called a round loss bonus, that disappears essentially because you've won the round. So you're only gifted 1.4k, so that's what they've just got. So if they don't win this, the money's going to be a little bit tight. So yeah, quite an important round if they can convert this. And a good start actually for Epsilon, so not looking so good for the female team as 2 get sprayed down as well by SF. SF's going to come on charging through the smoke. He should have been able to get that frag. Hellrose missing the shot. SF spinning around wildly. Bit of an over-aggressive play. Seems to be very confident. A lot of confidence oozing on the side of Epsilon, and they pick up their 5th round. That's not going to do the economy of the Norwegian team much good, as I thought. They're probably going to be eco. So expect 6-1. A very good start here from the French side.
Yeah, and look at that economy on the side of Epsilon as well. SF just shy of 8,000. FXO with an AWP with still 6k in his back pocket. So this is looking a bit sticky right now. Here you go, MyXMG ladies though. Eco on the board once again, looking to push on A. 4 players looking for A. Hellrose is going to hang out in warehouse for now. SF will pick up the first frag of the round, looking for the second as well. Right, yeah, just peeking round, nearly gets picked off. There we go, second time of asking, she will drop. And Epsilon in good stead to eco bash their way through this round and pick up the 6th. Right now, here we go. Scream picks up his double, and that indeed will be the 6-1 scoreline.
Yeah, they're playing with a way. Oh, siren! They're playing with a way that really signals to me they're very confident. You know, they're not being tentative. They're not sitting back because you know they're on the CT side. So the kind of the job is literally just to defend the bomb sites, and the key word there is defend. So you can sit back and play passively, and you will often see that on Cash. We saw aggression at mid earlier from Fnatic, but middle's a different story. On the sites, you tend to just sit back. But the way SF's playing on this A site, is just taking all of the gun battles, taking all the challenges, really playing with a lot of confidence. So, Aura though, it's going to take down FXO. That's a good start, finally going the way of the Norwegians here. Let's see if they can convert it. 4 Molotovs picked up, by the way, for Epsilon. And no early pushes as of yet, so... Oh, I was going to spot another one. That Scream. I wouldn't want to take an aim battle there with only a head showing against Scream. Certainly not. So, yeah, she's going to back on out. Scream gets tagged. And he's going to get some good information. Oh, my God. Hellrose drops to the tap of Scream. And it's back to a 4-on-4. XMG being quite indecisive. Not really pushing anywhere as of yet. Oh, look at this boost. They're going to be caught completely off guard. And she didn't get the frag. Finally gets the frag, but that could have gone a lot better had she just taken the time and aim. But yeah, 3-on-4. Let's see what XMG are going to do with the remaining 30 seconds.
Nice little shot there from GMX. 3-on-3 situation. Here comes MyXMG. Going to be pushing through. And his SF on the forklift gets taken down from Matt Ye. And they should be able to plant that bomb on top of everything else. This is a crucial round right now for MyXMG. Here we go. Matt Ye is going to be spotting out Scream. Doesn't get the upper hand though. Will be dropped. And with their downfall, that's going to put Aurora and Hayes in a bit of a precarious position here. Hayes is going to get the drop onto GMX and also Scream. Beautiful play. And actually goes on 7 and 6. So nice round there from MyXMG. Just what they needed. And that's going to, again, get their economy somewhat stabilised, you'd hope.
Yeah, Scream saying the carry. So even he's complimenting Hayes. She seems to be playing very well. The second round is not a great deal yet. You know, it's still we're about nearly halfway into the half, and they've only got 2 rounds, so they need to string some victories together here to really get themselves in the game. At the moment, it seems to be Epsilon in a very commanding position, but Matt Ye's going to punish SF. Something I was talking about is confidence, pushing through, and this boost from Scream is going to work out a charm. Aura is just going to be taken out without really seeing an enemy, and this, well, that's going to bring back to a 4-on-4 since Matt Ye got the opening frag. So once again, XMG's taking their time. The question of gaining map control, that they're not even really doing that. They're just sitting back waiting for pushes, and it's not really working out for them. Epsilon are pushing them, yes, but they're not winning the aim duels. As PM, I don't know why I said PMX. PM is actually going to take down another, and that's going to be good information actually for Epsilon. That's going to signal that it's probably going to be B-sided, as I see one straggler in that middle area, and here comes the push. They're going to definitely know now. PM's going to be the one defending, misses the flashbang, does do the trick though as he gets the flash onto Matt, and actually now only Hayes remaining, and she drops. So 7-2, another fine round from Epsilon. A bit of a, not really much to compliment, from XMG. What they're doing is it's not really that effective, and then they don't seem to be directed that well. They don't seem to have a direction, like take mid or push A or B. They just seem to be splitting and picking, sitting back, and it's not really working out for them. 7-2.
Yep, now we'll be taking them back to another eco again, and Scream opens up things nicely, rushing down mid. So we were commenting on this a few times in the previous best of 3 that we were casting, that mid was a key area, and it would appear that Epsilon are just pretty much hitting the nail on the head right now. Like, yep, mid's really important. Let's just rush it each round and catch MyXMG ladies off guard, and that's what's been working so far. There goes GMX with another frag. Matt Ye with a nice little Glock headshot. Can she connect the dots there? Hayes comes in, been performing very well so far. 8 and 7 is going to get spotted from PM and gets taken down. But that was 3 kills in an eco round. That was not a bad round there, all things considered, from MyXMG.
Yeah, but to quote a legend, hey, wink wink, a drop in the ocean. Doesn't really matter, man. They've got so much money now, the French team. They're losing a few guns at this point. It's not really a big deal. Unless XMG can actually make it hurtful economically again this round, then the relevance will significance will step in. But yeah, again, I just don't really see a direction from XMG. They're sitting back, they're not really pushing anywhere, and they're fanned out across the map in a way that I can't really work out what they're doing. This might be an A fake, all right? Okay, I see the bomb in B storage. They're going to be pushing towards A, and look at that, the flank from middle, Scream coming from behind, taking out 2. And actually, the fakes worked a charm. They've only got 1 member on the B side, but they're not pushing in yet. So they need to push in. The Scream's actually going to take down Matt, and also Hayes drops. Head yo should just hurry up, try and get this bomb planted. Nice shot, actually. So this might give her a chance. No, okay. Going to go for the gunfight instead. I would have recommended just going for the plant there, taking the risk. The fact they did the fake, just going off that and just taking a risk and hoping that there was nobody else on the B side and go for the plant. But instead, she goes to vents and gets killed. So 9-2. Epsilon, I mean, they just look very, very good, don't they? They look like they're just going to run away with this one at this early stage.
Yeah, they're struggling a bit here, MyXMG ladies, and I like this. I like they're trying to play aggressive. They're trying to do something with these eco rounds. And it's probably not going to work out with the auto sniper from PM. He's just ducking up, going back down again, trying to get as many hits as possible. And Scream goes in. We'll be taking down a couple of quick fire frags. There's the jump down or kill from SF. 10-2 the scoreline. I would like to see MyXMG pushing faster and trying to dictate the pace of this game, because so far it seems to have been Epsilon, even on the defense side, that is playing more aggressive. And for me, that is the determining factor so far in this game. Yeah,
they're setting the tempo, aren't they? But it's I think we're being a bit polite. I think we're trying to pick on little individual factors that might be hindering the XMG team here. But for me, it's as simple as I don't really think they're as good at all. I don't really think they don't seem to be on the same kind of level, to be honest. They don't look organised. They're not really hitting their shots too well. They're not really pushing anywhere as a team, and they're allowing themselves to be pushed all around the map. So, so far what I've seen is it's not been great.
No, I think that's a fair comment to make, and we were kind of intrigued as to see how MyXMG ladies would perform, because neither of us really know a great deal about them. Just holding our hands up and being honest about that. So far, they have definitely been outclassed from Epsilon, but Epsilon are a top-tier team. Hayes is going to pick up a kill. Has been by far the standout player as far as I'm concerned for the female team in this matchup thus far. It is a best of 3, remember guys, so it's going to be Cash followed by the 2 maps if we need them. Or at least the last map if we need it. 11-2 the scoreline. The economy for Epsilon is booming. 11,000 and just picked up a couple weapons. Still everyone over 6k or thereabouts.
Yeah, business is booming, right? This is something we should consider. I don't know. I've just been thinking about it as you were talking about I was talking about how we don't know how this female team was gonna perform. But I'm pretty sure that the main tournaments like ESL and Cologne, Katowice, etc. You know, the main tournaments with the male teams. I'm pretty sure it's not in the rules that it's male only. You know, so the fact that we don't see these female teams competing in those tournaments, it might be indicative of the fact that they're just not as good. And I'm not trying to be sexist. I don't really think that is being sexist. It's just fact. It's probably quite a controversial thing to say, but I'm pretty sure if they were good enough, they'd be competing in the normal tournaments anyway. Probably gonna get a lot of flame for that, aren't I?
Well, it's interesting because the chat's pretty divided on what to think right now, but. The stats don't lie. The game hasn't lied so far. 12-2 is very one-sided. Yes, Cash is more favourable for CT side, you'd normally say, but this has been very one-sided, Jono. And a lot of the rounds that have been coming in for Epsilon have been clean sweeps as well. They haven't been close. Yeah,
they've just run away with it. They've come in. It seems to me they felt like they were going to win it. The way they were playing in the early stages with the confidence and stuff. It showed to me that they really felt comfortable, and they have been comfortable, haven't they? 12-2, really ran away with it with this half. But well, that's enough bashing. let's hope that the female team are going to show something a little bit better and pull it back a little bit tighter. But at the moment, Epsilon's certainly just running away with it. PM with 2 nice frags, Scream tapping away, taking off the head of Matt. Now Hayes and Aura with their very low HP, tasked with this clutch 4-on-2. To try and redeem that one round that can be quite important actually. The difference between 2 and 3 is quite large since the eco round conversion is usually worth 3 rounds. So look at that, GMX spraying through the metal, takes the head off Aura, Aura. I'm just gonna say Aura, it's easier. And 3-on-1. Hayes not favoured in this situation, certainly not by a long chalk, but 40 seconds on the board. Let's see what she can do.
Yep, has been a standout play. Does get a nice kill there. Still 2 players to 515 HP to go. And 30 seconds. Has the bomb. You can pick up this kill. They've got a real chance at this round. And Hayes does take out SF, but FXYO from the back did manage to snake his way around. 13-2 at half time. That is a very one-sided performance from Epsilon. But at least MyXMG ladies are now on the arguably easier side. So maybe they can start to rack up some rounds.
That argument, yeah, could come into effect after the pistol round. So XMG, they need to win it. Obviously, if they lose the pistol round, it's almost over. 13 rounds, as I said, as I was kind of alluding to. If you only have 2 rounds, you see the score now is 13-2. If you're on 13, you win the pistol round, you're on 14, and then classically you're expected to convert the next 2 after that, and that puts you on 16. So if XMG do not win this round, then it's virtually GG, in my opinion. It's gonna be Mirage. So here we are into the second half of the second best of 3 of the night. Thank you very much for joining us. This is the Hitbox CS Arena Championship Group B. Of course, Fnatic just beat Alternate, and whoever wins this will be playing Fnatic. So Epsilon starting off pretty strongly already, actually, with great damage being dealt. Aura and Hedjo already gone very low, and 2 quick-fire frags is going to open up the sights for them. GMX just destroying them on the A bomb site. Hayes is going to be the last girl remaining, as they said, man, and actually doing some nice damage, showcasing some nice aim, but it's not really going to matter, and Epsilon see themselves on a very tidy 14 rounds.
Yeah, so I was saying, if MyXMG can get some rounds on the board, they've, maybe not got a chance at the map, but it's just going to give them some confidence going forward, because remember, this is a best of 3. But Epsilon, cruise control, take the round, 14-2, and this should be the end of the map. Unless MyXMG can throw a spanner in the works and go huge. Aurora and Hedjo both going down mid. Nice frag there from Hedjo, getting the CZ to work for her. Instantly, though, Epsilon come back with 2 quick fire frags of their own. That's going to be Scream and PM, both chiming in. Nice headshot from Matke. with the 5-7. Hellrose gets one as well, but here comes SF from behind. He's going to take down one kill, very nearly connects the dots and gets the second. It's down to a 2-on-2, so as far as eco rounds go, this is pretty nice, but there's such a huge round buffer for the French team. And even if MyXMG ladies were to clutch this round, they're still in dire straits. There's GMX, gets the first one, turns around, gets the last, and Hayes will drop 15-2. That will be 13 rounds on the bounce that MyXMG ladies need to just take this to overtime.
Absolutely, yeah. And you see the money is horrific. And like I say, they're on 13, they won a pistol, they won the next one. Now they just need one more and they've won the game. So XMG with only 2 rounds, not a great performance. It's a debate worth having, I feel, the female question, because it's something we haven't seen before. Females teams really competing in male teams, but you know, plenty of time to discuss that further as we see Epsilon opening things up. Actually, not that well. I mean, they got the entrance onto the bomb side, but XMG ladies here with 2 frags already. Now it's a 3-on-2. FXO is going to find another though, and there's the last frag. That's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That's 16 rounds to XMG's 2. A pretty comprehensive lead, I'd say.
I think that's certainly one way of putting it. Yeah, that was very comfortable from Epsilon. We will be jumping into the next map, though. This is best of 3. So we are going to see more of my XMG ladies going forward here, Jono. And I think it is an interesting discussion to have, about female teams and how they're going to integrate with the rest of the teams going forward. What's your take on it? Are you all for it? Are you happy to see more female teams? Because I certainly am. The more the merrier.
Yeah, no, the first thing I'd say is, why do we have to split it up, male and female? You know, I mean, let's just... I'm sure, I'm certain there are female players, of course, that would be good enough to play in the top teams with the other men. That just hasn't happened yet, so that's the first thing I'd like to see, a kind of a mixed team, you know? I don't see why that shouldn't happen. And then after that, of course, yeah, I'd love to see more integration between these female and male teams, and I hope that that will happen. But you know, we've got to be realistic. And I mean, I'll take the rap. I don't really mind taking criticism because this is my opinion.